what do you get when you drag a small crossover SUV through a very advanced design center, through the parts bin, and put in everything you can possibly put into it? Well, you get the Kia Sonet. And we've got two here in the colors of the last UAAP Basketball Championship. Hey everyone, Vince here from AutoIndustriya.com, and today I've got the new Kia Sonet for you. Two examples right here for us to check out. Now make no mistake about it, the Sonet, it's something that's really gonna strike a very, very nice note in our market. Everyone is looking for something like this. A small crossover they can drive and easily maneuver all around the city at a good price and with a lot of features even in these top-of-the-line SX variant. So let's take a look at what this has to offer. As you can see, it's a very attractively styled crossover SUV. Has the Kia Tiger nose grille right there, but it has some really nice silver accents going on in this green example right here. The headlights, they call these the star map. I mean, I'm looking at it, I think I need a telescope to see it, but I think it's gonna be cool at night once the environment gets a little bit darker. But let's check out the red here. You see how the contrast just looks really good with the black, the red, the silver. The new Kia emblem, by the way, looks really neat, especially when you look at the new wheels. I mean, these are 16 inches. They come standard with Kumho tires all around on all four corners. And speaking of all four corners, when you come closer, if you'll notice, disc brakes in front and right here in the back, well, you'll also get disc brakes right there. That is something not offered by a lot of crossovers at this price point. But the look of the vehicle, you can see the red, the chrome, and the black. Yes, this is a version with the black roof. Some of the other colors you can get include the red with the red roof. You get this red with the black roof as well. You also have the white with the black roof, and even you have blue. There are plenty of colors to choose from depending on what you want for the Kia Sonet. But let's check out the rear of the vehicle. There really is something about Kia's design because it drove their revolution so many years ago, and that continues to this day. We can see it with the Sonet. I mean, look at the way they did the rear. The way they did the lights, the rear end, the lower bumper. By the way, being Kia, no faux tailpipes, looks really, really nice. But what we really like about the vehicle is the lighting. You know what? We have Jamil inside the car. Jamil, turn on the lights. Now you can see, it's a continuous LED. It looks very, very sweet, especially at night. Jamil, step on the brakes. There's your brake lights, and then turn on the hazards. Right there, it actually looks good when you follow one of these on the road, and your reversing light is right down there. And now we come to the cargo space of the vehicle. For that, you pop open this, and what you get is a space that measures on the floor around 28 inches from here to there. It's about 40 inches wide and about 33.5 inches wide before you start scuffing up the nice material here. And when you look under here, you'll notice it actually has a fairly full-size spare tire underneath. It's not the same actual tire size, but outside diameter should be perfectly fine. Now, when we go into the other vehicle, we'll see what it looks like when it's folded, because when we pop open this, you'll see that you've got quite a bit more space, because from here to around there, it's around 54 inches overall. We'll show you all the metric conversions, but you can see you've got quite a bit of space inside the new Kia Sonet. Annyeong! Now, normally when we pop open the hood of any affordable model, we're kind of used to seeing kind of a lot of wiring, a lot of things going on. It looks generally quite cluttered. Not in the Kia Sonet, because it almost looks like an aftermarket tuck job for the wiring, which is kind of neat. We did not expect this when we popped the hood open. Now, it does look very, very neat, very clean. You can see a lot of the things are very neatly, I like it. I really like what's going on under the hood. But more importantly, it has a 1.5 liter Smartstream engine with an IVT, or an intelligent variable transmission, There's also an option for a more affordable variant, which gets you a manual transmission if that is what you're after. But the performance of this, 115 PS and 144 Newton meters of torque. Though what's really important to highlight here is that this is a Smartstream engine. And you know what? Let's bring you closer. Barney, let's bring that camera closer. Because what makes this different is something called dual injection. And when you look over here, when you look down there, right down here, you'll see it. This is a 4-cylinder 1.5 liter engine, but each cylinder has 2 injectors. What that gives Kia is the ability to tune it for better efficiency, better performance overall. And when we drive it long term, we should be able to experience that. For now, let's get out of the sun and check out what the inside is like, because it's pretty nice in there. Normally, the back seat of a crossover such as this is kind of a leftover thing, meaning you're left over with whatever space is left over. But let me tell you now, what they did with the Sonet is quite ingenious. For one, the seat support, the thigh support is really good. The cushioning here in the back, really good. The headrest, the armrest, the cup holders, very nice. You have 2 AC vents right here to give you a bit more cool air. I mean, right now the door is open, so it is, and it's a really, really hot day today, but the Sonet is dealing with the heat very well. You do have 2 USB-C ports, but what's more important is they made some adjustments to accommodate like different sizes, particularly of feet and legs. I mean, you can see it. I can put my feet under the front seat, very comfortable. They have it, the way they have it mounted, it gives you more toe room right there, so you can relax even if you have longer legs, which I don't. Anyways, let's check out the front. So we're finally inside the Kia Sonet. And let me tell you now, it's a nice place to be in. This being the SX variant, it means you get a lot of the nice features, everything that they can offer you already available here. You want climate control, it's got it. The other variants have the standard AC system. You want leather seats, this one has it, and in tan and black, and it's also perforated for your comfort. Some of the other versions have the fabric seats. This one also gets the nice 3-spoke leather steering wheel with controls for the audio system on the right spoke and the controls for your display and the cruise control right here. Yes, it has cruise control, but dominating your view in the SX variant are a pair of 10.25-inch screens. One right here in front. It looks really nice, and when you pop the transmission into sport, it changes its color. We'll show you the B-roll right now. But really, what's nice is this. This is also a 10.25-inch screen, and it has all kinds of functions built in. This one has a suite of systems that Kia calls Drivewise, and it's basically their ADAS, their advanced driver assist systems. You get things like AEB, you get things like the lane keep and the lane tracing assist. They have different names for this, and we'll list it all for you right now, so you can check it all out at your leisure. But what we like, all the functionality you get here, you have sounds of nature if you want to play that along. You've also got the different settings that you can play around with the vehicle. Like for example here, like I said, driving safety, you've got it right here. It even has the driver attention warning. Hopefully you pay attention when you're driving, so you won't need that kind of feature. And then you have your cluster, you can adjust all of that. The climate functions, you can adjust it all there. The lights, all that stuff you can adjust in your vehicle. But what we really like is the Android Auto. And by the way, it's wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which is why my phone, if you can see, was positioned right here on the wireless charger. It's charging away while I have my Android Auto right there. Ways, there you go. Right now we are down here in the south, in Vermosa, and yes, the graphics on their Android Auto, the wireless Android Auto, is really good overall. We'll also show you the B-roll of the Apple CarPlay, the wireless one, being used in this vehicle. So what else you get? You get the 4 AC vents here, lots of storage. Again, your phone goes here. You got a USB port, USB-C port, 12-volt outlet here, a pocket there, 2 cup holders. I have the key right here. The ignition button is right here, by the way, but it also has the remote start, so you can cool down your car if you leave it parked under the sun. You can also unlock the rear from here, but also if you do have to remote start, just be sure that you don't leave your sunroof open, because that'll really heat up everything. It's a great feature to have, especially if you're going somewhere for the summer. And well, rainy season is about to start, so a lot of the safety features of this will come in handy, especially the ground clearance. We measured it. It's about 200 millimeters, a little bit more, from the chin of the vehicle to the road. Pretty cool stuff. Now let's take it for a little drive around this area so we can get a feel for what the new Sonet has to offer you. Pakisara yung pinto, please. So, first impressions of the Kia Sonet. It's really smooth. Like the engine and the transmission, we've already talked about this being a CVT and the newer generation of Smartstream. The combination is very smooth, and it's a 4-cylinder, not a 3. So yes, it feels so much more balanced, so much better. This is what you want in an everyday vehicle that you're gonna drive, particularly in the city on your commute to and from work, to and from school, to and from everywhere, really. Second thing, it's also quiet because it's an IVT. The revs are kept down. Like right now, we're cruising at 50. The revs are only at 1500, which is really, really good. Yes, the engine of this is a 1.5 liter non-turbo, but let me tell you now, it's one of the most powerful ones when it comes to its displacement and its type, because you put your foot down, it actually goes. The response is pretty good, and granted, I'm still in the normal setting. When I put it to sport and I put my foot down again, it's more willing to rev. But of course, you're not going to be revving this a lot. You're going to want to keep the revs down, be as efficient as possible. And this one will most definitely oblige you. And that's why I think it's a great option, not just for someone who is looking for an affordable first car, but for someone also looking for an affordable, easy to maintain, easy to drive, very convenient, very lightweight kind of everyday car. That's where I think this can really shine. And it's just thoughtful in so many ways. The way they positioned the wireless charger, the cup holders, the way they do the space in the back, it's all really good. The way they do the screens, even when you go for the other lower, more affordable variants, even when it comes to the features, those variants even still have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. But one of the features I really like, and one that I don't think a lot of people would really notice, is that the doors, these actually have a little pocket for a little umbrella. You know, the little collapsing ones? I don't know of any other car that does that specifically for that kind of purpose. And now we come to the price. To be honest with you, at the moment of filming, they haven't finalized the pricing of the model range yet, because from what I understand, they're trying to bring it down as low as possible for everyone to enjoy. The starting price is going to be around 800,000. Actually, it's going to be well below that, and around 1.1 million for the top of the line model with all the Drivewise features that you can enjoy in this variant. So it's good for someone looking for something affordable to get into the Kia brand, but also it's going to be great for someone who wants something small, maneuverable, fuel efficient, and very advanced to enjoy every day. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the new Kia Sonet, because we think we're going to be seeing a lot of these on our roads very, very soon. Which one for me? I'll pick green. I did study in Taft.